Agree na lahat? Sige, so start. Does anyone want to ask any questions to our guest dito? Or, introduce nila pa ng selves nila first. So, can you please introduce, starting with Gloco?
Yeah. So, yo, what's up, guys? My name is Gloco, representing Gloco Coffee. So, like, I do fishing videos. Yeah, I only have 3 fishing videos.
You're a full-fledged fisherman now.
Yeah, full-fledged fisherman. So, yeah, and I love video games. Yay!
Yeah!
And coffee.
And
Local coffee.
Okay, so if you guys were listening kanina sa talk, my name is Asurai. I am I don't know if I should call myself professional esports shoutcaster.
I think you are.
You can? Okay. So, thank you. So, professional esports shoutcaster residing here in the Philippines. I also do streaming on Twitch, do content on YouTube, mostly vlogs before tech reviews because I enjoy tech, especially yung mga pang PC builds. So, yeah, that's about it.
Hello. Hi. Hi, my name is Riku. Just like him, I'm a caster. So if I'm not casting, I'm streaming, making content, and now, yeah, dancing to K-pop songs. So yeah, that's basically it. So I do local events and as well as SEA events. So yeah. Oh wait, you have a mic too. Okay.
Hi, I'm Kang Dupet. I'm a cosplayer, variety streamer, and a content creator. Kanta Suzy.
I'm a dinosaur.
Hey guys, I'm Suzy and Suzzysaur. Suzy for short. It close up close line. Something awkward, sorry. Hey guys, I'm Suzzysaur and I'm a content creator. Basically, yun na yun. A content creator is under like streamer, doing tech reviews, mag-attend ng events, meeting new peeps, yun, and yun. I'm a dinosaur! Yay!
Clap tayo sa kanila lahat. Applause!
Hooray!
Dinosaur!
Okay, but yeah guys, we're all like parang kwentuhan lang tayo dito. So, ayun, kahit first time natin mag-meet, let's just like act na matagal na tayo magkakilala. Yung mga yeah, nice to meet all of you. Thank you so much for, bringing yourself here. And interesado kayo sa amin. Thank you guys. Interesado kayo sa amin. We're not for sale.
So, we will open now for the panel questions. Does anyone have any questions for our guests? Or nahiya pa kayo? Well, teacher, makawa ko ng class cards. Bigyan ko ng isa ng mga names. Okay, how about I'll just start na lang muna. So far, dito sa Iloilo, ano na-enjoy niyo talaga for each of you? Starts with Gloco. Gloco talaga.
So aside from local coffee, usually when I'm touring places, other than fishing, food yung inaano ko talaga, ini-enjoy ko. So far, Ilocos has not disappointed me. So masarap nung inasal niya. Grabe, ba't ganun? Mang inasal, ano na? Asan yung chicken skin niyo? Wala kayong chicken skin. Because of course, local coffee. Grabe. Hindi ako bayad.
Kailangan lifestyle, supply ng...
I need more local. Hindi kasi I have this attraction towards local brewed or local grown stuff. So yung nalaman ko na local coffee daw, I really wanted to try it out. Sarap niya. And of course, baka later kung makahuli ako ng isda, yun, love ko na rin yung fishing video. So, yeah, I pray to the fishing cards. Ayun, yun lang.
Sa akin, at the moment, wala pa since I wasn't able to explore much of the area pa since hotel lang kami sa convention. But we'll have plenty of time after to roam around. So I'll probably ask yung mga kakilala ko kung saan kami pwedeng magliwaliw dito. So, yun naman. But Siguro sa akin, yung pinakagusto ko, at least at first glance, is chill vibe of the, kung saan yung parang dinaan natin na from airport to hotel. Parang na nakita ko na parang, oh, this is super different from like, sa Quezon City na sobrang daming maingay, tapos daming tao. This one's like, na-enjoy ko lang yung parang chill and nature vibe of the place. That's a thing. But yeah, I like that. I like that about this place. Yeah.
So this is actually my third time in Iloilo already. But yesterday, me and Asurai went to this karinderya. It was right next to our hotel, and they had this grill. It was a big ass catfish. Catfish, right?
Yeah.
It was a big catfish being grilled. Sabi ko, kaya kung ginawag like, isa! Tapos, meron din silang parang lechon kawali din. So, we ate that nung dinner kagabi. So, yun yung memorable dinner last night.
Okay, so ako kakadating ko lang kasi kagabi. So first thing that I did was eat. So bumisita ako malapit lang din dito sa place sa Kapitan Gimo. And sobrang sarap nung seafood nila. Mamaya naman sa grillers kami. Tapos aside from that, nagustuhan ko yung policy nila na no smoking talaga. Kasi sa Manila, kahit no smoking area, may mga nagsismoke pa rin. Dito, sobrang discipline nila na wala talaga nagsismoke. Even yung mga restaurants, wala din sila mga smoking area. Sobrang dalang lang na merong smoking area. So, yun, nakakatuwa. Actually, this is my first time here sa Iloilo. And so far, sobrang nag-enjoy ako. Like, dumating kami dito, I'm with Rumble Royal family. Nag-decide kami na mag-outing na din kasi marami nagre-recommend na since pupunta ka ng Iloilo, sulitin mo na. Like, nag-roam around kami and nag-decide kami na mag-outing dito sa Carles, tama ba yung pronunciation ko? And every time mag-post ako sa Facebook page ko, like, nare-recommend nila na mag-visit ako doon. So, kami doon sa Gigantes Island and such. Like, island hopping kami and ang ganda ng place. Tapos, everyone is, like, friendly lahat ng tao. Like, parang, yung iba yung iba yung language sa Iloilo. Tapos pag alam nila, ay Tagalog, o sige, Tagalog sila, adjust sila. Tapos, inaalagaan kami ng mga taga-Iloilo, kahit actually dito na sa city. Ang mabait ng mga tao. Tapos, napansin ko, compare sa Manila, ang ayos ng wiring ng ilaw. Kasi yun lagi tinitingnan ko, whenever nasa taxi or nasa like gusto ko tumingin sa ulap. Pero, like nakikita ko yung wiring, sobrang spaghetti, I wanna fix it, pero wala naman liit ko eh. Tapos, like, napansin ko, yung sa city, yung papuntang SM, sa Santa Barbara kami nasa-stay RRB nung, like, 2 days ago, a day ago. Nung kami nag-stay, and nag-travel kami papuntang SM, city, SM Iloilo. Tinignan ko yung mga, yung mga poste na ilaw. Parang naka-solar, sila. Solar.
LED na solar, yes.
Yeah, ang cool. Kasi walang wire. Tapos hindi masyadong ganun kadami yung billboard. Hindi siya sobrang like, daming ads. Parang ganun. So, yun yung pinaka-gusto ko na, like, pinaka-gusto ko sa Iloilo. Yung parang feel na it's better than Manila. Sorry. Sorry, Manila. Pero yun yung na-feel ko. Like, ang sarap tumira dito.
I'm sure Manila is not offended.
Yeah. Sarap. Manila like, boom.
So, Manila is understanding.
Yes, understanding.
Assuming na lang tayo.
Yeah. Ayun lang.
Thank you very much. Any questions from the crowd? Okay, go.
Yeah.
Congratulations! You are...
This is a question for the two casters. Yeah. How do you guys practice your voice bago magka-cast kayo? Kasi back then, I think it was on DevCon 2019, ay parang nasa about talaga yung yung utak ko na hindi ako nakapagsalita ng marami dun sa cast.
So, parang run out of ideas ka or words?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Sige, you first?
Okay, so thank you so much for that question. It's a very interesting question. I'm really, really thankful for that question kasi maraming pwedeng sabihin. I guess there's two parts because you're more focused on like the voice and how you do it. So two preparation styles approach rather. There's one which is practicing your voice, and number two, practicing your knowledge, diba? Para at least they go hand in hand together. So for the voice, for me, ever since, I am a big fan of JRPGs. They have a ton of dialogue. So ever since I was a kid, I read out the dialogue out loud as practice without thinking that I wanted to be a caster. It was more like, I wanted to just read out loud because I like the sound of my voice. This is fun. And therefore, I did it all the time. I did it on comics as well. I did it on Witch, the girl comics back then. And then eventually, I realized, oh hey, the things that I did back then is useful now. And for the knowledge part, it's catching up to the team stories. There's a lot of content on team stories. You can actually directly ask them, like compile a bunch of questions. What's your main drive in esports? How's your journey? Like, what are your achievements? So, if you piece all of the answers together, you form a story of the team, and that's a big chunk of content. Wala pa dyan yung gaming content, wala pa dyan yung the side fun content, diba? So there's a lot that you can do in terms of content for your cast. So that is my answer naman.
Okay, sa akin naman, regarding the voice part, kasi I think more of like kailangan mo lang i-remind sa sarili mo na pag nagka-cast ka, or if ever sabihin natin public speaking in general, di ba? Try mo kunin yung boses mo dito rather than here, di ba? Palagi sinasabi ng mga teachers natin, and it's actually really true, na pag kaya nakakalimutan mo, it's fine. Pero pag nanonotice mo na kunyari, dito mo palagi nakuboss mo na, actually, hindi ka na matatanda mo paano kumuha ng boses sa, sa lalamunan kayo. But anyways, kailangan mo lang tandaan yan, tapos para magiging muscle memory na nandito mo palagi nakuboss mo. And yun yung tatawag natin parang, sabihin na kahit ako, hindi pinakamaganda boss ko for broadcasting, pero nahanap ko yung broadcast voice ko kasi mas na-fine-tune ko yung boss ko, trying to speak from the diaphragm. So parang tandaan mo lang doon. As for yung sa knowledge naman, sabihin natin nagawa mo lahat nung sinabi ni Riku, diba? Pero kaya nakalimutan mo. Isa sa mga ginawa namin before, and I kid you not, talagang nasa harapan ng monitor namin to. Meron kaming obviously notes dun sa mga preparations and whatnot, tapos may flowchart kami.
Yeah.
Yung tipo na, kung nga, di ba, sabihin natin, ano ba yung kinas mo na game, if ever?
League of Legends?
Oh, League of Legends!
Perfect example. So, di ba, early game, mid game, late game, di ba?
Yes.
So, nalagay namin early game, mid game, late game, tapos kung ano yung pwede mangyari sa early game, magkakaroon ba ng 5-man invade, saan ba yung setup ng mga players. Kasi before, meron kaming yung lane swapping, gano'n, kung saan ba yung unang ganking lane nung jungler, tapos mid-game, ano yung first item niya, stuff like that. Tapos nilagay lang namin dun. Sasanay lang kami na after namin nakita na sobrang daming beses, hindi na namin tinitignan. So pag nawalan ka ng iisipin, or nawalan ng sasabihin rather, titignan mo lang yun, parang, oh, nasabi ko na to, tapos meron pa ako ibang pwede sabihin dito, diba? So yun lang, you can do a flowchart, legit, hindi nakakaya yun.
Are you play-by-play or color caster?
I think color.
Oh, you're color caster. Oh, that's cool, that's cool. So, yeah, a lot of, yung sinabi niya, a lot of like, breaking down things, like what happens in game, and of course, may predictions din naman na pwedeng gawin, like what's the story between these two teams? Why is this meaningful? Why is it so hyped up? And then yun lang, actually meron one more thing, it's the ritual before casting. What makes you more comfy on the broadcast? Do you say, do you do that? Or there are some casters that say, stay silent and listen to music. Maraming iba-ibang ritual na ginagawa ng mga tao, so you just have to find what works for you.
Anong ritual mo?
Huh?
Anong ritual mo?
Actually, ano ba? My notebook is my ritual. I write down everything from the flow of the broadcast to like what I'm going to say. So it starts me off, and at least hindi ako mawawala. Kasi sa simula naman talaga yung medyo mahirap gawin eh.
Okay, sa akin naman, in terms of rituals, iba yung sa akin. Magkatanong muna ako ng co-caster ko, dapat ala kasi. Tapos sabihin ko, tanongin ko siya, dude, gusto mo, prepare muna tayo bago mag-cast. Pag sinabi siya oo or hindi, sabihin ko, sige, punta tayo sa banyo. Tapos biglang mag-toothbrush kami sa maghihilamos. Totoo. She knows this person kasi nagkakas kami before sa Garina eh. So basta mo lagi ako mag-aaya kasi gusto ko yung parang feeling na press ko before mag-cast. Yung official na feeling na mag-start ka na mag-cast. And that small thing kind of gave my mindset na, oh, ito na, magsisimula na ako magtrabaho. Ganun. Yun lang.
Thank you,
Thank you very much. Okay, anyone else? Okay, please, thank you.
This question is for the streamer. How do you grind properly from 0 viewers?
0 viewers. It's been 5 years since I started. And I still remember the timer I had. Not really 0, you won't really have 0 viewers. Unless you have no friends at all. No, I'm serious. Like, your friends will always be your first fans. Especially if you're genuine to your friends and family. They will always be your first fans and they will be your truest. Because they will be the ones who will criticize you first for any downsides you have, for any insecurities you have during streams or any inconsistencies and stuff. And then you're gonna work your way from those criticisms and then build up to whatever you're planning. So I always have this steps that I still apply till this day. It's pretty much like the scientific, what do you call this? Scientific set. I forgot how you call it. Method, yes. So there's always planning first. You plan, you envision what you want to do. Why do you want to go? Why do you want to do streaming? How are you gonna do it? Set a goal. Set a realistic goal. Not a long-term one, but something short. You know, so that you can have a checkpoint first. So when I started, I told myself, okay, my goal for this year is to reach at least 5,000 subscribers when I started. Okay, if I don't reach 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to go to the next step, re-evaluate. Sorry, the steps is planning and then execution and then there, re-evaluation. So, fortunately, I didn't have to re-evaluate. It's more of like I did a new planning because I reached my goal. But my style, or the style I did before, probably won't work in today's environment. I think my co-streamers here will agree that the environment right now in streaming and gaming, or in the gaming content creating scene, is so different from when we started. I consider myself as very, very lucky to have started as one of the pioneers. Because if I started right now and did what I did before, I probably wouldn't, I'll probably still struggle. So, but for me, if you're gonna take my advice, it always comes down to authenticity. That you enjoy what you're doing. You find a niche. Like for example, if you're gonna start streaming, find a game you can really release or show your true personality with. In my case, I started with weird Japanese games because I'm a weeb, and I think I can. Part of my planning was I wanted to tap into the otaku audience, not the pangmasa, not to the MOBA gamers, but to the weebs, my fellow otaku, my people. So I played weird Japanese games. And then with those video games, I showed my true personality, that I like to say Japanese stuff and then reference anime stuff. So from that, I tapped or connected with the otaku audience. And then that's where your loyal viewers will start. After you gain a loyal viewer or a loyal, steady community, that's when you'll think that maybe I should tap other audiences. You know, introduce more, widen the family. So after doing weird Japanese games, I started doing Pinoy's episodes, something that can tackle to the general gaming audience in the Philippines. So I started playing trendy games like H1Z1 and Dota 2 with the Pinoy squad, and then that's it. Then after that, I replanned again. Maybe I should tackle a bit of the general audience just to get my name out there and to give out some kind of call to action to the other gamers who still don't know me. What did I do? Train to boost in parity. So that was one of the videos that really tackled to the pamasa style of contents. And after that, I tackled that type of audience, and then I went back to the things I love, like story-driven games. So I really wanted to propagate more the what do you call this? The viewers who appreciate story games. So it's a never and it's a constant trial and error thing, streaming and content creation. So it's more of like you just do it on your own style, and then see if there's anything to work on. Ask for feedback. Always ask for feedback. Work on that one, and then execute again. And then from then on, see the results, and then reevaluate. See where you went wrong, see where you went right, and then capitalize on that. So, but to consider the current environment right now, where everyone's all for hype and all that stuff, if you really want, if your goal is to gain a lot of audience, like you really want to get popular, then there's no choice but to really tap into what's really trending. But if you're into making a solid community where you're really happy with, where you can really interact with the audience genuinely, stick to something you really like. So that's up to you to decide. I'll give it to my other insights.
I'll actually pass this because, yeah, I have no insight on this. Not so much though.
For me, in relation to what Gloco said, it's all about being a part of the community. If you're a prominent member of the community, if you have already set your foundation as a person, oh, that guy is the guy who always posts guides. Oh, guides, that guy is the person who always knows the latest updates on this particular game. He knows what's up. So once you've established yourself, whether maybe a Facebook group, or maybe you have a website, or you're a writer, or for us, we're casters. So we didn't stream first, we were casting first. So people knew who we were, and when we started streaming, oh, that's the caster. Click on the Twitch link, and then that's how we translated our community, or standing, or our reputation in the community to viewers on the stream or to videos as well. So yun lang yung insight ko. It's all about setting yourself, setting who you are in the community.
Okay. Since you're starting, if you want to start streaming, para sa akin, wag mo masyado muna tingnan yung metrics mo, like yung numbers mo, kung ilan yung nanonood sa'yo. Kasi parang mapipressure ka lang dun eh. So just do your thing, kung ano talaga yung gusto mong gawin. And to follow na yung iba eh. Susunod at susunod yan. You can please everybody, kahit anong gawin mong content. If hindi ka nila gusto, hindi ka nila gusto. If gusto ka nila, magsistay sila sa'yo. So wag mo masyadong tingnan yung metrics mo, just do your thing. To follow na iba. Yun na. Actually, parang nasabi na ng nila lahat yung gusto sabihin. Pero yung gusto ko lang like i-point out like yung like how I started streaming. Like TLDR, super TLDR. Like yung like naging peg ko kasi is first, diba, streaming for schooling. Like nagkaroon talaga ang problem sa schooling. Then apparently like may streaming like thing, tapos parang nagkaroon ako ng like money because of Twitch, because of streaming. Tapos yun yung nakuha ko like money para masustain yung schooling ko. Like, bakit ko siya sinasabi? Because I want to point out kasi you need to like know kung ano yung gusto mong makilala ka ng tao. Like, ako yung like back ko before is I'm a schoolgirl who streams. Like, I'm a college student na wala akong money. Like, sinwerte lang talaga ako sa mga taong nakapaligid sa akin. Kaya, nagkaroon ako ng chance mag-stream. Siyempre, I will grab it because it's an opportunity, or else I'll die. I mean, my school will die. Like, parang hindi ako makapagtapos. Ganun. So, yung like, naging peg ko is, hindi naman ako like may ganito agad, diba? Like, naka-uniform lang ako before ng schoolgirl outfit, ganun. Like, yun yung gusto ko i-point out. Like, be someone, pero hindi kayong like gagaya ng, I mean, yung maganda magkaroon ka inspiration. So, kunyari, isa sa amin, maging inspiration mo. Pero like, maging inspiration mo siya para malabas mo yung totoong ikaw. Parang ganun. Para maano mo yung, ma-express mo yung like, yung yung ikaw. Kasi I'm sure right now, you're not being you kasi nahihiya ka pa, ganun, di ba? Di ba parang ganun yung mga ano natin eh. Like, minsan din ako, like, nung nag-umpisa ako, hindi ako makapagsalit. Ang hirap kaya mag-stream. Like, you need to talk while playing, tapos magbabasa ka ng chat. it's hard. Like, yung iba sasabi nila madali, but pag nandun na sila, may camera nakaharap, kailangan mo magsalita all the time, like, telling ano yung nasa utak mo, ganun. Just, kasi yung pag-stream mo, it's like you na pinapakilala mo yung sarili mo sa mga taong nanonood. Parang ganun. So, just, huwag kang mahiya. Kasi walang mangyayari kapag nahiya. Yun na yung natutunan ko. Like, kailangan mong i-push yung sarili mo. Minsan kailangan natin mawala sa comfy zone natin para ma-unlock yung real us. Parang ganun. So, ayun lang. Kaya, kung gusto mo mag-pursue into streaming, kaya kailangan mo ilabas yung talagang full extent ng ikaw. Ganun. Huwag ka lang mahiya kasi sayang yung time. Parang gano'n. Huwag may waste yung time mo kasi sayang yung full effort, maximum effort all the time. Yun na lang yung isipin mo. So, ayun lang.
Okay, actually meron na akong naisip. Ako kasi, compared to my other, so I think naging consistent streamer din ako before. I guess ang naging ko kasi, I never really thought about what I wanted to stream. It's more of like kung anong gusto ko lang gawin, yun ang gagawin ko. But I had like a viewership and I had no idea how. I feel like yung isa din sa pinaka-importante is, aside from the reevaluating the planning, the making a community, just not looking at the metrics, is yung consistency din ng streaming mo. Kasi, for example, pag nanonood ka ng pinaka-paborito mong TV show sa TV mo, di ba? Every week, sinusundan mo siya, di ba? Paano pag nawala siya ng 2 weeks, 3 weeks, di ba? Parang tatamarin ka na nasundan siya. Kasi, hindi na siya tuloy-tuloy, nawala na yung scheduling mo sa kanya. I feel like, it also applies to streamers na kailangan consistent na nakikita ka ng audience mo. Kasi pag nawawala yung connection mo sa audience mo. And it's actually happened to me na rin kasi tumigil na ako. Hindi na ako palagi nagsistream. Very casual na lang ang streaming ko ngayon. Na-notice ka lang din na parang the more you consistently stream, the more na obviously makikita ka na tao and the more that you keep your audience because hindi sila para sabihin ito, hindi mo sila fini-fail dun sa point na palagi ka nagpapakita sa certain time sinasabi mo mag-stream ka. So, consistency is also a very big factor din pag gusto mo maging streamer.
Thank you very much. Okay, we have time for one more question. Anyone? Okay, yes, please. Thank you.
Ang question ko para sa inyo lahat ng mga streamers. Ano masasabi niyo about sa mga smurfing na mga players?
Yung mismo ano?
Smurfing.
People making another account just so that they can beat noobs, like they're like already challenges and they go to.
Oh, okay. So,
Ganun ba?
Yeah, that's
Definition mo ng smurfing. Okay. So, smurfing. Ako kasi, the way I play in multiplayer games, I like to troll a lot. So, I kind of understand what Smurfs do. No offense to the people who hate Smurfs. Pero sometimes, I understand why they do it. Because there's this satisfaction. Sometimes when you have a bad game in your main account, you got your ass beat and stuff. So you want to kick some ass as well. So what do? You go to noobs and then kick their ass just to feel good. It's sad. But it's sad, but that's probably what Smurfs do. And sometimes, and you're really tilted from playing in a more competitive level. Try to go back to your roots by just chilling with beginners and stuff. So you want to experiment with something, and then from there you gauge your skills again, and then try it out in the more competitive levels. So yeah, but sometimes Smurfs just so that they can troll and beat noobs. That's it. It's sad, I know, but ganun siya.
So just to clarify, this is a question for streamers who smurf, right?
Seriously,
Or smurf in general.
Our reactions to smurfing.
Your reaction.
Our reactions to smurfing.
Okay. Kasi my reactions is pretty neutral kasi okay, story first. Before in League of Legends, I actually had I think a Diamond 2 account.
Yeah.
And then may point natin na I wasn't progressing na to like Diamond 1 and 2. What was it back then? But Challenger na ba agad? Master. May Master natin eh. Yeah, so Gorilla actually gave us accounts for like testing out all the champions, unlocked everything, and so parang enjoy lang namin siya. So basically that was my Smurf account. And I think na yung sabi ni Gloco, diba, if you're like burnt out on the highest rank that you have, it's actually good to have a Smurf account then because it allows you to kind of play with a lower skill ceiling na, yeah, okay, fine, you can lay some waste on lower ranking players. Pero the biggest thing din para sa akin then was, parang nagbabago yung parang pagtingin ko sa game na, for example, I was only Diamond 2 because I was a main jungler. Pero going into this lower rank, I tried out like other style of plays din. So parang it gives me a different understanding of the game na pagkabalik ko dun sa main account ko, I was like, oh, dang, I can actually play better kasi alam ko na iniisip ng kalaban ko and stuff like that. So I think that's the positive notion of like smurfing. The other negative notion naman is yung purely just, you know, using your higher skill, Your higher skill, okay, makulatan ako dun. By just, you know, laying waste on people who don't deserve it. So parang, it's sad, yeah. But yun lang iniisip ko. I mean, there's the negative and positive. And I like to think about the positive, but the negative is also pretty bad. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure if Okay, so reset. My mind's like all blank. But what I want to say about smurfing is that I'm not totally against it, or more like I actually like it. I don't smurf, but I like it in the sense whereas I know how it feels to have a secondary account, just because our main account we're so attached to it. It's like our baby. But when we care too much, that's when we start to lose, and we lose focus on what the game truly means to us. It's all about winning, 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 and we forget about learning, learning, learning. So that's why I think a secondary account is important, so that we can take off the attachment and just play the game as it is. And then therefore we learn, and therefore we don't have to worry about the negative attachments on the main account. And when you get that reset on your mindset on your secondary account, you go back to your main account and be like, okay, thank you second account for reminding me to have fun. Okay, so I think that's why I'm not against smurfing.
Ako actually na-appreciate ko yung mga smurf. Kasi since... wait lang. Kasi naglalaro talaga ako ng Dota. Tapos bigla ako nag-switch sa League. So, merong mga hindi ko iniwan yung Dota. Naglaro lang ako ng ibang game. So, merong mga viewers ako na hindi ako makalaro dahil masyadong mataas yung rank nila or ganyan. So, gumagawa sila ng Smurf account just to play with me. So, parang ngayon, na-appreciate ko yung paggagawa ng Smurf account para lang makalaro yung mga hindi mo kayang makalaro dahil iba kayo ng tier. So, yun lang.
I actually admire yung mga nagsismurf. Kasi ang sipag nila, in fairness, kasi I can't afford to make another account just to play, tas parang mag-grow ka na naman. It's like making a new Facebook page. Diba? Gag-grow mo na naman, gag-grind mo na naman, kasi from zero siya eh. Ang difference lang is mas may experience ka na, so alam mo na yung do's and don'ts. So, ayun, ang sipag nyo guys. Yun yung mga nag-smurf. Like, yun din, isa din sa mga sinabi nila lahat, like, yung pointers din doon, yung, kapag nag-stream kami, kunyari, mag-rank ka, like, like, nakakalaro mo, kung gusto niyo mag-flex all together, mag-subscribe sila ng account para lang makapantay sa rank mo, para lang makapaglaro sila sa iyo, parang ganun. Depende siya sa intention ng tao, actually. Kasi iba naman, like, minsan, ako rin mismo naiinis ako, ano ba ito nagsasmurf? Ano ba naman yan? Platinum na nga lang eh, ano ba? Parang gano'n, like sobrang OP niya, gano'n. Minsan, nakakainis. Pero, depende pa rin talaga sa intention ng tao. Intention ng tao, yung, like, lagi ako nagbibigay ng benefit of the doubt. Yun nga, like, parang kapag may nakalarong challenger, maybe burnt out na nga siya sa challenger, hindi na siguro siya nanalo, kaya kailangan niya mag-refresh ng brain, panibagong muna, like, makakalaro. Kasi minsan sobrang toxic na mismo sa rank mo eh. Imbis na nag-rank up ka, lalo ka lang na parang emotionally, nagiging distracted ka na sa mga teammates mo kasi ang toxic na nila. Minsan kasi sobrang liit ng circle sa high rank, pare-parehas yung kakampi mo. Tapos minsan, pare-parehas yung kalaban mo. So parang ano ba naman, sila na naman. Parang gano'n, talo na nga kami, sila na naman. Parang yung mga, yun. So, yeah, it depends. So, sa perspective natin, the player. So, parang, so everyone who's hearing this, siguro, it's time to change yung perspective natin na negative sa mga nag-smurf. Kasi iba tayong intention. So, hello.
Thank you so much. Actually, ano ko na, the smurfing. Tagal natin tulog natin.
Thank you so much. Selfie? Okay. Thank you.
Dito sa loob. Yes, lang natin.
Ay, your name? Ito my name. Salamat.
Ay, talaga. Get it.
Of course. I know.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
What's up, man? Picture lang.
Thank you.
Kailangan ng price. Remembrance.
Kuya, ito pala yung ano. Stickers. Kasi ako. Okay, nakalimutan ko siya na video. Kuya, sticker. Thank you. Isa lang. Tapos sa ano mo kasi.
Sorry.
Hello!
Ano yun? Yes, ako sa